we touching on the place. We now wash the face. Everything it have be sell out. We have liquor ready case. Brave. You wanna know how we do it? Brave. Let me tell you how we do it. Brave. You wanna know how we do it? Brave. Now everybody start with rah.
Good afternoon. My name is Everest Blaze, President of Montreal CCFA, which is Caribbean Cultural Festivities Association. We produce what you now know as the Carifiesta Parade. This year, 2020, was supposed to be our 45th anniversary, and we were supposed to go big on the road. However, due to the pandemic of COVID-19, we have decided to change the format and give you what we call a virtual project. We didn't want to do it like the rest and just have parties and people in costumes partying on a virtual. So we decided this year instead to go with a small documentary to introduce to you the ins and outs of what we call the Carifiesta, how we get to the project, what it takes, what it entails, and the ins and outs on all levels, instruments, DJs, and basically whatever encompasses Carifiesta. And I keep saying Carifiesta because I want us to focus on Carifiesta. With that said, I'd like to introduce you to our project, what we call Renaissance.
Feeling hot, hot, hot. You know, we're going to be celebrating Carifiesta's 45th anniversary. And unfortunately, 2020 Carifiesta did not take place, as so many other events did not take place. But I have been a strong supporter for many years, and I participated and reveled in the Caribbean atmosphere that was created by Carifiesta. So many Quebecers would come and be part of it because Quebecers love the Caribbean. They love the culture, the friendships that they have developed over the number of years that they have traveled to the Caribbean. And so the 45th anniversary will be celebrated maybe differently, but definitely the Feeling Hot, Hot, Hot and Tiny Whiny and Yellowbird and all those beautiful songs that remind us of the Caribbean and the wonderful people that welcomed us over the years during our holidays will be coming to Montreal next year. So happy anniversary, Carifiesta, and may you be there many years to come. C'est le temps, on va fêter le 45e anniversaire de Carifiesta. Pour tous ceux qui ont voyagé dans les Caraïbes, vous savez de quoi je parle. Parce que même dans les Antilles, on a fêté les différentes fêtes de crop over, de toutes les fêtes dans les pays, dans les Antilles. On a rencontré des bons mondes, des gens qui étaient gentils, et le Carifiesta amène tout ça ici à Montréal chaque été. Cet été, on n'était pas capable de l'organiser à cause de COVID, mais il y a beaucoup qui se planifiaient pour 2021. Alors, joyeux anniversaire à nos amis qui organisent le Carifiesta, tous les pays, tous les organismes qui se réunissent pour l'organiser. Et en 2021, on va vraiment fêter le Carifiesta et toute l'ambiance et la chaleur qui provient avec. Alors, on a un rendez-vous, 2021, joyeux anniversaire Carifiesta. Hello, everyone. Do you hear the sound of the steel drums in the background? Playing Yellowbird? Feeling hot, hot, hot? It's coming, 2021. We will be celebrating the 45th anniversary of Carifiesta. This year, unfortunately, it didn't take place because of COVID. But next year, 2021, is something special, the 45th anniversary, and the organizers are planning something extremely special for our pleasure to enjoy the culture of the Caribbean islands.
La Carifiesta, c'est un rendez-vous annuelle à Montréal depuis près de 44 ans. Donc cette année, c'est la 45e anniversaire. Donc toute la musique des Antilles, le zouk, le reggae, le compas, s'allient pour une fête extraordinaire. Malheureusement, avec la COVID, cette année, nous n'avons pas pu célébrer comme il faut. Mais nous vous invitons en 2021 pour une Carifiesta extraordinaire où tous les pays des îles, avec la musique des îles et avec plein d'ambiances antillaises, vont être de la partie. Donc, je suis heureux de vous souhaiter bon 45e anniversaire de Carifiesta.
Juillet 2020 aurait dû être le 45e défilé de la Carifiesta produit par la CCFA. Malheureusement, en raison de la pandémie, nous n'avons pu être sur le boulevard René-Lévesque en train d'admirer tous ces beaux costumes et écouter cette musique chaude des Caraïbes. Alors, nous avons décidé de vous amener dans les coulisses afin de découvrir le pourquoi et le comment de cette fête colorée. Suivez-nous. Coordonné par la CCFA, le défilé annuel de la Carifiesta, autrement appelé la Carifette, est une illustration artistique haute en couleurs qui représente les différentes îles des Caraïbes. Ses objectifs sont d'initier le grand public à l'une des multiples facettes de la culture antillaise et de promouvoir le vivre ensemble entre les diverses communautés qui la composent. L'activité qui a lieu en juillet attire près de demi-million de personnes pendant le parcours du boulevard René-Lévesque à Montréal. Avec plusieurs chars allégoriques, une douzaine de groupes musicaux et un nombre incalculable de danseurs, cet événement est très prisé par les touristes canadiens et internationaux. La Carifiesta de Montréal s'inspire des traditions des carnavals dans les Caraïbes. Avec plus de 24 pays et 18 territoires, les variantes des célébrations sont tout autant multipliées. Les points communs, la musique entraînante et les costumes colorés.
Remember Montreal was such a bright city, a place where one and all would come to have fun, 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 fun. When they say carnival, no one couldn't beat we. All these stars, big and small, it's here they would come. All shows were of quality, every venue used to be packed. Promoters would put out money, and they sure to make something back. But today we blight, it's like someone turn off the lights. Who turned off the lights? Who turned down the music? Once we had it tight, but somehow we lose it. Who killing we shows? Why nothing not happening? Only heaven knows. Too much hatred and infighting. Only heaven knows. Too much envy and backbiting. Who turned off the lights? 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 Did I? Na 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 day. Did I? Did I? Nowadays Montreal still have big promoters, but it's not carnival. They promoting hate, 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 hate. They would sit down and wait till they see your flyers. and then put on a show right on the same date. They claim to love the culture, but they only causing we pain. When you check out their character, they after personal gain. So like black and white, like somebody turn off the lights.
Who turned off the lights? Who turned down the music?
We summer was nice, but somehow we losing. Trinidad in the park, today is a big joke. Now we in the dark, and we can't get nothing to work. Yes, we in the dark, everything going up in smoke. Who turned off the lights? 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 Ba-da-ba-dee-day, na-na-na-day, dee-day, dee-day. "2010 was the worst, the first in our history. So the city weakers, cause they stop we mass. West Indians were ashamed when they hear the story. We must all take the blame, we who play the ass. If we don't want to take a stand and sort out we own problem, take matters into we own hand and denounce the both of them, then the city right. If they want to turn off the lights, who turned off the lights? Who turned down the music? We jump up was nice, but people abusing where we carnival. Why good people hiding is on the rascals and them bloodsuckers we seeing. Is on the scandal and embarrassment we getting. Who turned off the lights? 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 Ba-da-ba-dee-day, na-na-na-day, dee-day, dee-day. Now it's time to address the state of Calypso. In a city so blessed, talent go to waste. If you talk about clash or good competition, you might just get a lash or slap in your face. Calypsonians prefer to run if they have a disagreement. When you miss them, it's gone, they gone. To sing in another 10, they feel they too bright, so they turning off their own lights. Turn off the lights. Who turned down the music? We culture so nice, we just have to prove it. New Calypso tent, same old nasty egos. In retirement is where all of them had to go. Is retirement where we sending all you. Who turned off the lights? 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 Turn back on the lights. Turn back on the lights. Turn back on the lights. Ba-da-ba-dee-day, na-na-na-day, dee-day, dee-day.
The steel pan is the only acoustic instrument invented in the 20th century. It is the national instrument of Trinidad and Tobago, its birthplace. The steel pan is a percussion instrument and was created to replace the tambour bamboo, which had become outlawed in the early 1930s. It is made entirely by hand from discarded oil drums and is played using two sticks with one end wrapped in rubber. These sticks are called pan sticks. Much of the tuning is done using hammers. The musical notes are hammered into the metal surface to create that sweet sound. The musicians who play the pan are called panists. Any style of music can be played on the pan. Though the steel pan may have had many innovators, it is worth mentioning that the first inventor of the single tenor pan was Winston Spree Simon, followed by Dr. Elie Manette, Bertie Marshall, Anthony Williams, Rudolph Charles, and Jonathan Francis, just to name a few, all inventors of different types of pan. In its early beginnings, the steel pan was associated with lawlessness and violence. It was a male-dominated activity. It was not considered proper for women to engage in this activity. That idea has since been struck down. Women are a dominant force within the steel pan movement nowadays. In the early emergence of the steel pan on the streets, when rival bands clashed, scores were settled using machetes and wooden clubs, meticulously formed to inflict maximum damage. It wasn't uncommon for panmen, as they were referred to in that era, to lose limbs and suffer damage throughout the body. Today, the violence has been replaced by healthy competition between different bands. It is a source of national pride to the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. The steel pan can be found in different countries around the world. Many pan makers are constantly investigating ways to improve and refine the instrument. It is a work in progress. And that is a brief history of the steel pan.
process? Like, how do you come up with an idea to create something like this?
The idea comes from either a theme or a color. I'm a very visual person, so anytime that I see something, I can see an inspiration from it, I can pull from it, draw from it, and create from it. I look at it as a final product and what it's going to look like or what it's supposed to look like. And I also source. Majority of the time it's sourcing materials.
Right.
Whichever materials pop out is what also draws inspiration from the final product and what it is that I envision in my mind.
Like, do you look at a person and say, this is what I want to put on them, or do you
I look at myself. I look at myself. I am my own model in my head, and then I think of someone else. Mass is for everybody, right?
Yeah.
There are always ways that you can adjust to a body type. You can also accessorize. It's not, I don't usually design something for just skinny girls, if that makes sense. I like to design for the big girls too.
So let's say somebody buys a costume. First of all, I mean, this is just off the top. How much does something like that run for to sell?
Yeah, I can get there. It depends on the materials and like what you're putting into as well, your gem work,
right,
etc.
I think it's important for people to understand that it cost, like, these things cost to make, and I think somebody told me one time, you're paying for an experience, not just for the costume. So it's an experience to wear it and kind of.
You're paying more for the person's design, their creativity. You're paying for their concept, and you're like, oh, I love this. I'm a buy that. You're buying that person's Gucci. You're buying that person's Prada.
She's in the room getting ready. Also, I've always wanted to do costumes. It was something like, as a young kid, I was designed not costume, but I was more hands-on drawing or making stuff even for like school and stuff. So when I met my girlfriend, she's from Jamaica. She took me to Carifiesta in 2013, and I was just interested. Like, always seen costumes. Like, how come in Montreal we don't have as many costumes or as many costume bands? So as time went on, I would just play mass in Carifiesta in Toronto. And every year that passed down, I was like, you know what, let me think about it, let me do something here, let me do something. So in 2018, I got involved with CCFA, with Arlene and Tracks. And they told me that if you're interested, you can always bring a band. So I said, okay, so I talked to my assortment, my resources. I talked to my suppliers, Endless Trims. They're from Toronto. The owners are Omar and Melinda. They've helped me out, they've supported me into saying, just do it, we'll help you with whatever you need. Even if you need like materials right away, within a week or two, we can get it to you as soon as possible. And they have their own store. So every time I have my designs ready, I can just go there. Like, to be honest, due to the pandemic, Carifiesta got cancelled, but what I would like to see for Carifiesta in the near future or further on is that more costume bands to come out where people are more interested in coming to Montreal to play costume, because I know for a fact that a lot of people run to Toronto, they pay a few $100, $600, $700 for a costume, but they don't want to pay costumes for Montreal where you're in the city. Because the cost of going to Toronto is like, let's say the costume is $600, then the cost is like another $400 or $500. You're already spending over $1,000 just for someone from Montreal to go to Toronto. But I'm trying to change that to make it possible for everyone to pay a costume where it's not that expensive and make the costume look as nice as possible. And I always introduce 3 different sections for my band. So there's a cheaper option, there's a medium cheaper option, and there's a frontline option, which is like more expensive obviously. But then again, for me, it's not about the money, it's just the fact that like you want people to come to play mass. Not only in my band, but in every other band there is in Montreal.
I mean, traditional mass would be when we actually play a dragger, you know, when we play costume of the room, or you know, play indigenous Yes. Mass in itself is passion. Mass is also the individual. So you're not going to get everybody coming in and wanting the same piece. So in terms of body where we would go from a full piece, maybe a high a whole piece, for females, for guys. I mean, most guys will play short pants depending on the costume. They may want something a little longer. We make masks for everybody. I mean, from kiddies. I mean, they won't be doing this. So, I mean, we do, well, I get this. We do guys, we do girls, small costumes, large costumes. You would do a bit of.
Le mot carnaval fait référence aux festivités qui ont lieu dans de nombreuses villes catholiques chaque année avant la saison du carême, la période des 40 jours précédant la mort de Jésus et sa résurrection le dimanche de Pâques. Celui-ci commence le mercredi des Cendres. Les catholiques sont censés s'abstenir de manger de la viande comme un rappel physique et spirituel des sacrifices de Jésus. Le mot carnaval provient du terme latin carne levare, enlever la viande. La veille du mercredi des Cendres, mardi gras, on considère que les gens ont mangé toute la viande et la graisse dans leur maison et ont organisé de grandes fêtes dans les rues comme une dernière célébration avant la saison pénitentielle du carême. Le carnaval est une célébration où toutes les classes sociales peuvent se déguiser, se rassembler et oublier leurs tribulations habituelles. Il vient d'Europe et s'est répandu dans les Amériques à l'époque de l'exploration et de la colonisation. Toutes les villes qui célèbrent le carnaval ont généralement les mêmes activités, mais chacun est imprégné d'éléments de la culture locale. Beaucoup de villes tiennent des mascarades et d'autres organisent des défilés avec des chars qui sont d'énormes véhicules décorés qui peuvent transporter des dizaines de personnes. Les défilés ont généralement des thèmes qui parodient souvent les problèmes politiques et sociaux actuels.
Anywhere I perform, I notice this is the norm. The people keep bigging up love, man. If I extempo or jam them a sweet calypso, they keep saying love, man. The man with the action. Although I'm trying to be humble, the people have me on a pedestal. All over Cuba, boy, enough respect. Reflecting on my intellect. Anywhere I sing, Montreal, when you crunk me calypso king, they shouting love, man. They keep shouting love, man. All down Toronto, when I jam them in Trinbago, they keep saying love, man. They keep saying love, man. Now they know I's the brother of the great inventor, cause my music song then sweeter. In any event, they calling for love, man Kent. You don't know his music so excellent. Hey, be-dum bum bum, be-dum bum bum. Hey, oh, ditto. In Caribbean paradise, I know they was feeling nice. It was tempo. We had a good show. All in Bossa Line, I know they had a good time. The audience enjoyed themselves, I know. I never see women so in my life. Like husbands stay home and send out their wife. So music pumping, everybody jumping. Love my music now is the thing. Anywhere I sing, Montreal when you come me calypso king, they shouting love, man, they keep All down Toronto, when I jam them in Tobago, they keep saying, now they know I's the brother of the Lord inventor. Cause my music sounding sweeter. In any event, they calling for love and Kent. You don't know this music so excellent. Hey! Bidum bum bum. Bidum bum bum. Pam 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 peda. Pam 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 peda. In Toronto, down in twilight, it was out of sight. My music had people on their toes. When Love Man singing, they say keep on jamming. So you know, I have to give them a show. I never see so much fans in my life. I didn't know my music had so much vibe. They start to wonder, who is my writer? Must be partner from Oshawa. Anywhere I sing, Montreal, when you come make a calypso king, they shouting. They keep shouting love, man. All down Toronto, when I jam them in Tobago, they keep saying. They keep saying love, man. Now they know I's the brother of the great inventor. Cause my music sounding sweeter. In any event, they calling for love man Kent. You don't know his music so excellent. Sing! Bidum bum bum. Bidum bum bum. This is the Love Man Kent saying, thank you very much for all the invitation.
Les masques et les personnages mythiques constituent une partie essentielle des carnavals. Beaucoup de ces personnages ont tous leurs propres histoires, enracinées dans les traditions et le folklore des îles. El Diablo Cojuelo de la République dominicaine, Baby Doll et Boukman de Trinidad en sont des exemples classiques, sans oublier le Jab Jab de Sainte-Lucie. L'histoire de ce personnage particulier remonte au temps des colonies. Le rituel consiste à se couvrir le corps d'huile ou de mélasse, d'imiter les maîtres d'esclaves en fouettant les gens sur leur passage.
When you see we Juve morning, all we do is chip, chip. Behind the truck Juve morning, we black and we green. All a girl inside a band, make she bend and stick. She job like we don't give a damn. We mad and we sick. Juve money ringing bell, moving like we come from hell. We under a jab spell, so we playing jab until we dead. Jab away junk like fish, and you know any bet we dey in it. When you see we Juve morning, just give us a fish to it. They can't wait for us to come. They can't wait for us to come. Oh, you come. Slow down, load the gas. Get in your section, get in your direction. Get in your section, get in your direction. Follow the mass going, and we going. Follow the mass going, and we going. All jam, yes, done but for it. So when I dead, put jab on me too. Oh, you mean? Man, when I dead, put jab on me too. What? I'm telling you, black blood in me vein, black blood in me vein, black blood in me vein. Mass we going insane. Black blood in me vein, black blood in me vein, black blood in me vein.
Nanding nande. I'm going back home again to play mass in Port of Spain, to jump around and to have some fun and to jam downtown again. I don't care what nobody say, I go jump and break away when I go home to play me mass again. Your home and mine, sweet Trinbago, home of steel and brass, my native land. Your home and mine, sweet Trinbago, home of mass and pan, my native land. Nanding dande. I go mash up the savannah for panorama, sweet pan music to jump up in the street. The music sounds so sweet, it go keep me on my feet when I go home to play me mass again. Your home and mine, sweet Trinbago, home of Cascadoo, iguana and tattoo. Your home and mine, sweet Trinbago, home of mass and pan, my native land. Dang ding dang day. When I done jump for Juve, I can't wait for Tuesday to play me mass with the hottest brass when I chip in across the stage. Then I head in for last lap, there ain't no holding back, 'cause I going home to play me mass again. Your home and mine, sweet Trinbago, home of steel and brass, my native land. Your home and mine, sweet Trinbago, home of mass and pan, my native land. Nanding nande, yiddy yiddy. When the bacchanal is over, I sure to get a banker, 'cause I'm coming back up the road again to face cold temperatures. But I will return again to play mass in Port of Spain, 'cause I going home to play me mass again. Your home and mine, sweet Trinbago, home of steel and brass, my native land. Your home and mine, sweet Trinbago, home of mass and pan, my native land. Your home and mine, your home and mine, your home and mine, sweet Trinbago, your home and mine, your home and mine, your home and mine, sweet Trinbago.
La musique tient un rôle prépondérant dans le carnaval.
Put on your mask and party.
If you're happy and you know it, wash your hand. If you're happy and you know it, wash your hand. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, wash your hand. Wash your hand and party. Wash your hand and jam. Wash your hand and party. Wash your hand and jam. Wash your hand and party. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wash your hand and jam. And jam. And jam. Hey, hey, hey. Wash your hand and jam. Hey, 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 hey.
Quel que soit le pays ou l'endroit, les rythmes endiablés et les chorégraphies élaborées font légion. Soca, samba, calypso et bien sûr le folklore traditionnel comme celui de la République d'Haïti.
Thank you guys for watching. Hope you took time and enjoyed the piece we put together as we showed you what it takes, the work that goes behind what we call the Carifiesta. This project was put together in mind the people that don't normally get to see what we present on the road, the outside communities. As we know, this is a Montreal Carifiesta, and it's for all of us in Montreal in partnership with the City of Montreal. So we thank you, and I'd like to give a special shout out to the City of Montreal and the workers that we work with to put this project together every year. I appreciate you guys and the hard work you do. I also like to take some time to thank my team, my right hand Arlene, Jason, Casey, everybody who just has a big part to do with what we do. Thank you guys for the past administration. We hope you enjoy it. Join us tomorrow at 2 p.m. as we do the second part of this presentation where we present our international soca artists, Turner and Lyrical, who put on a performance for Montreal audience. We take this time to remind you in these times, 2020, please be careful, and we hope that next year, 2021, we'll be on the road and we'll be just taking a wine and just see you guys there. Thank you for joining.